let's get into this next topic here. So your boy, he says he's offended if you call him what was he? Kanye. He said
you mean the name on his driver's license?
Yeah, have to call it. Well, he's officially
His mama
changed.
called him Kanye. I call him Kanye.
But he's been in the news, as we know, but he flashed out the other day. You know, he compared himself to, he said he knew what it felt like to have a knee on his neck for 8 minutes.
Yeah, and then
you would too if you lost $1 billion.
Apparently.
And then he paused and looked around like, did y'all catch the bar?
Did y'all catch the bar? Yeah, we caught it. Not really. Then he had Emmett Till's picture up and compared himself to Emmett Till.
Imagine
Wait,
that.
what?
Yeah, he compared himself to Emmett Till. And he says,
bro,
Kanye, he insinuated that he's suffering from economic lynching and digital lynching and a bankruptcy of his social credit score. He says, you tried to bankrupt Adidas and me at the same time. You tried to destroy.
Sound like you still like Adidas.
You tried to destroy my life after all the money I've made for the business's people. At least as I burn to the stake in front of the whole world, everyone now knows who they really need to be afraid of. This is him. And there's a picture of Emmett Till's face. We don't need to talk about it. I heard the movie is triggering but dope, by the way. But there's
almost I don't even want to see it, man.
I kind of don't either, but I kind of do. But he had a picture of his face. It was blurred out. Of course, people are going to click on it. So he said he's getting economically lynched, digitally lynched, and his social credit score is being destroyed by the media.
Another episode of Black Mirror.
So another episode of, I'm the victim.
Yeah.
Even though this is all self-inflicted, I'm a victim because I can't keep my mouth shut and stop saying poorly researched, unhinged things.
How trash are these comparisons, though? That's what I'm.
Well, let me tell you something.
He's
George
still
Floyd.
doing it now.
Yeah, George Floyd and Emmett Till are dead. They were killed.
Yeah.
George Floyd in HD, and we all saw it.
Yeah.
And you tried to minimize his death because that made you a free thinker. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've written off Kanye West completely. And I know some people are like, no, he just needs this. Look, and people say, well, he just needs help. And you know what? He does need help. But then he
get it.
But this is the thing. He has, and maybe this, you know what? Maybe it comes from a certain point of jealousy. And that's a weird thing, especially
he said he was jealous.
Because he said, but I'm jealous that Kanye West has the access and the resources to get help. Because when I actually saw a friend of mine get killed in front of me, I don't have the access and resources to get the help I need. Right. So instead, there are nights I just don't sleep, or I over medicate myself with alcohol. And it's something like I'm having a transparent moment right here. I'm going to talk to the people because, like, why would I not?
Sure.
And so when I see people who have the ability to get the best help they can, and they just don't get it, or they refuse the help when people are trying to put their arms around them, and it, if it costs $500 an hour to get the best, mental help possible, or 5,000 or 500,000, and you could get it, and you just don't get it because of whatever reason, then yes, I'm jealous of Kanye West. I'll say that for all the problems he has right now, I'm jealous of Kanye West because probably the help I need, I have not been able to get it because, like, even, if I spend the money on counseling, then I got to think, okay, well, I got these other bills to pay. I'm behind all this other stuff. And then it creates another level of financial anxiety because the thing is, for all the things we talk about in America, like, we don't have, for people who don't have a lot of money, they don't have access to mental health resources.
Or regular health.
Or just regular health resources. Yeah. And so, yeah, Kanye West, that's why I don't feel sorry for you, dog.
Let me ask
you could go out and get the help. You just don't want to do it.
Let me ask you guys this. Terry, I'll come to you as the resident Ye fan. Let's talk about the kids, like 60 kids at the school that are being displaced, and also the athletes, the young men that were sent back from the AAU tournaments and all this stuff based off everything that he's initiated. It's all trickled down. What do you think about that part of it with those kids? Because they have nothing to do with it.
They don't, but unfortunately they're tied to a brand. rather than actually being tied to a school system.
Okay.
So it's not like when you hear about the 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗛𝗏 or his school, like even if you see the pictures of it, they're all in Yeezy attire.
Mm-hmm.
They're all pretty much, I hate to say his pawns or something like that because I don't know that. But it looks like he's trying to make a whole bunch of little yays, essentially. I don't think it's fair that kids are being left out of certain situations. I'm hoping that they get placed in another school system and are able to finish out the school year.
I agree.
But I heard that it's not closing, that they were still going to go through the school year or whatever.
Okay, that's good.
But
I
don't know. I don't know if they're doing that or not. But I don't think it's fair. But life isn't fair, essentially.
It's not these kids' fault. But at the same time, if you are a parent and you send your child to a school that is not accredited, that was created by somebody who does not read, and one of the daily activities is parkour, then honestly, what you want me to once again? Accredited? It's not accredited.
No, it's not
once
accredited.
again, I don't. There's certain things where I can see, or I'm like, okay, I feel sorry for those kids or people or whoever, but I don't feel sorry. These are the decisions somebody made. And I can only be so sorry for people who make conscious decisions.
Jump in, Lon. What are your thoughts? Even to the sports piece, if you just want to do that, because we've talked about
multiple things can be true. This is what I say. Yeah, it's sad that stuff's happened to the kids, but at the same time, me as a functional adult would never send my kids to a Kanye West Academy or Donda Academy or anything to that extreme. And my guess is if they're being sent there, what I don't even hold on before I talk outside of my head. What is it even for? Is it just a regular
private school?
It's a private school that people pay to go to.
I don't think people
technically a religious
pay.
School.
I don't think people pay to go to this school. I think they're kids that he essentially has.
No, people pay to go to school.
No,
it's a private
it's
school.
tuition on that. Yeah,
it's tuition.
Yeah, they had to pay to get in there.
Yeah,
I think it's tuition.
If they had to pay tuition to get in there, they shouldn't have a problem getting in any other school.
That's yeah.
Because I imagine that it's probably not cheap.
No, yeah.
My general feeling around them being displaced is, I just don't care.
Oh, you got your
I just don't care because
I do care about the kids.
Here's why I don't care, because they're weaponizing the kids to make me try to feel sorry for Kanye West for the things that is happening to him. That's why I don't care. So it's not that I don't directly not care about what's happening to the children, but what's happening here is everything that's happening to Kanye West is based upon his actions and the things that he has done in the last 12 years. Perpetually up to this moment. And what we're saying here is like, oh, but look at the kids over here. This is a result of the stuff. I don't care. This is a result of what happened to Kanye West and the things that he's trying to do. If he cared enough, he would have thought about those kids before he did the stuff that was going to bring down his Donda Academy.
He didn't think about any of this situation until it actually happened.
They're weaponizing the kids in this aspect to defend Kanye West. No, it's like,
I don't think they haven't really made it like it's a big deal. I mean, they talk about it because everything that's associated with Kanye, they talk about.
What I'm saying is it doesn't matter, because if anybody's doing it, I feel like anybody is. If there's any type of anybody out there saying, oh, well, this is the result of, all this, and look at all these kids, I don't care. The result of Kanye West. Yes, it's a sad situation. You don't want to see people, disrupted in that aspect, but this is a result of Kanye West. Let's talk about these things as they are.
Think about them, though. These kids can recover from this, essentially. I mean, I don't know what ages.
I agree with that.
All they got to do is enroll in another school and they'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
A lot of it was probably a clout currency.
Perhaps.
I go to Kanye West school. I wear a Kanye West outfit every day,
especially with the athletes, the young men that were the athletes. I can see
because I don't even know if any of the athletes are nationally ranked or anything.
He had some highly ranked kids that joined his program.
And then there was a whole tie with Donda Sports with
Antonio Brown was running it or something.
Oh, that should have let
not
you
a
know
good
right
idea
there
anyway.
That's the
you
president.
have unstable people running the organization.
But he's unstable himself, so
that's what I'm saying. Unstable people, not person.
I'm talking about
because
Kanye's
he
unstable
surrounds
too.
himself with people who make him feel good.
People.
Look, this is just another place where Kanye West has not taken any responsibility for himself. And him not taking responsibility for himself affects so many other people. And that's the thing. I don't think that's where being a functional adult comes into play.
Meek says, I heard that there was $15,000 for tuition. And then Smooth Hoosier says, I think he's going your direction. He said, you can feel bad for the kid. You can feel bad for the kids. It's their parents making the decision.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's what every kid essentially.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's separate thoughts, and it's very easy to tie everything together. Like, oh man, look at this. This is it. Just weaponizes the kids to try to validate what Kanye does, and I'm not with that.
Yeah. Once again, just like I talked last week about, I don't respect Kanye because I feel like he's using God's word as a hustle. He's using these kids as a shield. I don't respect none of it.
Well, it kind of goes back to the whole mental health issue and needing to get help. Because I mean, even with this last thing that he said, I know you said I haven't supported Kanye in any of these antics.
No, I'm not saying that.
I want to go ahead and get that out there, or clear the air on that. But
overall, for the tally,
what's going on here is simply him trying to correct what he's messed up and still not knowing how to do it, because he wants the hugs and attention and help, but he wants help from people with knives in their hands, essentially to stab him in his back. These aren't his real friends. He's seeking this validation from people that he's not going to give validation.
Did you see the pictures he posted? It's still a couple real ones out there.
Well, I mean, he posted Herschel Walker. That doesn't say anything.
And Stephen A. Smith.
And then he posted under, the picture of Herschel Walker pro-life. The guy who's not
Can't
sure.
form a sentence.
Even take that away. Who's got who's got a couple abortions under his back? Abortions. Wait, we're gonna probably fix that.
Yeah.
And is not sure how many kids he has. Yeah. But yeah, this is the guy you hold up as somebody who's of moral
and was proud to share.
Well, I mean, the only reason he's doing that is because he's still following this whole train of thought,
free thought,
that these people are thinking freely. But you've seen where that's gotten you. I mean, and you backpedaled when you set up the whole or when you lost your Adidas deal, and everybody had formed this opinion that he's doing this on purpose so that he can fly by himself. Well, the next day he was knocking on Skechers' door to do the same thing.
It's all it goes in circles, because now he says, I'm misdiagnosed, bipolar. They trying to throw that on me, but
whatever,
you drop a project that says
I'm bipolar.
He
was poking
like
fun at that. That's why he was saying he could use the word.
I never know, bro. Look, I never know.
He tried to champion the R word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, let me tell you something, man.
Good call.
And because now all of a sudden there's a segment of super woke, the brother Onks of the world, because he came back over on the side, and now that he's talking greasy about our brothers in the Jewish community, now they're able to look past all his anti-black. He dipped his toe into anti-Jewish sentiment, but he been wading in the waters and swimming in the deep end of anti-blackness. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Kim Kardashian decided to take him back and Adidas and Balenciaga open their doors to us, he'd be right back in Balenciaga.
I mean, he'd go right back. Just said he would. That's why he's including Adidas in this latest thing.
He would go right back to
Calabasas with Adidas,
and he would give us his ass to kiss again.
I told y'all last week, I said, y'all told me, you were like, nah, I still think he'd find something. That's cool. But the things that Jay Moore just spoke to, the marriage and the Adidas relationship and all the high fashion, I feel like some of this will be curbed because he's getting more of what he wants.
Once again, this is the dude. Like, don't come to me on some super ultra black, platform now after you broke out the White Lives Matter T-shirts with the Pope on them, and especially when for the last 10 years you've been obsessed with European clothes, European cars, and European women. Don't come to me with that.
Hey, any last thoughts, Long?
I mean, just more of the same. He feigned accountability.
Mm-hmm.
He did just enough to, but he wasn't really being accountable on his fake apology.
I think he actually is sorry. He's sorry because he's
he's down $2 billion. He's sorry.
Not a billionaire
but I don't
anymore.
think. But I don't think he's sorry. But I think he's sorry that it's like a thief when you're sorry when you get caught. That's all.
That's what it is.
I agree with that.
Everybody's sorry when the judge is about to sentence you.
Yeah,
I agree
with
that.
Man, but
I agree with that.
I did after once he said the George Floyd line.
Oh, Stephen Jackson been eating him up too.
Really,
deservedly so.
He's been going in.
Yeah, he's been going in. Right, that's his guy, so he's close with the family. So I understand.
Yeah, he's been going in.
That drums
and
up.
It's pretty much he's saying the same things that we touched on. You can't say all of these things and then how people are support. Well, you got to listen to what he said right there. You can't say all of those things and expect for people
to dissect it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To dissect exactly what you're saying, or you can't expect for me to champion you just because I agreed with one thing you said. And I did disagree with everything else.
Right.
I'm not about to hold you to a high standard or put you on a high horse just because you said one thing I agree with, when majority of what you said I don't.
Right.
Let's
shout out to the two brothers that bought the White Lives Matter trademark, so Kanye West can't make any money off of it.
Oh, nice.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome.